You don't always have to be providing value to be valuable, okay? Welcome to Unapologetically Her. I'm your host, Hannah Laska. Hey, bestie. So, let's talk about how you don't always have to be providing value to be valuable. And this is something I'm telling myself right now with this podcast. So, you might notice there's a slight tone difference between my first 3 episodes because I was still kind of getting used to my place in this world of podcasts. And I really thought that I had to really teach you guys about healing, how to be that girl. But then I realized that you guys aren't really watching me because I'm a teacher. You're watching me because I'm interesting, I'm sassy, I'm carefree. So the best way that I can teach you is simply by just talking with you like I normally talk, having a casual conversation, because that is what people like from me, is how I hold myself in day to day and how I talk in a conversation. That's where my magic lies. And so I was really feeling like I had to prove myself to you guys and prove that this podcast is going to be so valuable by telling you all of this stuff that I'm doing undercover and all this nervous system healing and just healing and how to do it. But that's not my space in this world. I am a teacher, but I'm a teacher through example. Okay, so this is me teaching through setting an example of how to be. And I'm really stepping into that part of myself. So instead of trying to provide value by teaching, I'm just going to be myself. In my last episode, I talked about how I'm really stepping into my I'm famous identity. And I realized that I'm trying to, let's be honest, I'm trying to blow up here. I'm trying to skyrocket my career. I want a lot of followers. I want to make good money from social media. I want this to be my full-time job. And so I'm over here trying so hard to prove that I'm capable of this, of earning this, of having this. And that's not where my value comes in. My value comes in because you guys are watching me because I'm already the it girl, and you just want to see how I live my life authentically. And so I'm so excited to show that to you and be authentic in a way that I've never shown myself before. So I'm going to be, just like for my content from now on, I'm going to have someone start recording me, just like living my life day to day, and then uploading it. So it's more me in my life than behind the scenes. So like I do a lot of food reviews, and I always try to show the restaurant, show the environment, show the food, and I never really show myself. But then I realized that people are watching me for me. So I need to be in front of the camera more and showing off my experiences. So I'm really changing my vibes and my tone, and I feel like this is me stepping into my celebrity status. I'm so excited. In my last episode, I talked about how whenever I talk about how I'm famous or I'm a celebrity, people lose their freaking minds because loving yourself loudly makes people uncomfortable. So I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep loving myself so loud that it makes everybody cringe. And I want you to love yourself in that same capacity. So I want to show up here like this so that way you feel inspired to be yourself, to be more sassy, to be a little bit more bitchy. You're allowed to. You're literally allowed to. I'm giving you permission right now. And this is also me stepping into my bitchy side because you used to not want to cross me. I was a spitfire. I would pop off. I would be the first person to tell you that you were wrong. Okay. But I healed myself a lot. And I don't always have to have the last word. There's actually power in not having the last word and letting a loser be a loser, okay? If you want to talk shit, you get to talk shit. I don't have to defend myself, but also I'm learning to let my sass come back. When someone wrongs me, I'm gonna tell the world, okay? I used to be like, well, I have to be the bigger person because I have a platform. So I can't talk about my truth. No. No. I get to talk about my truth, and I'm going to. If you screw me over, I'm going to talk about it. If you do something stupid, if you do something wrong, if you're a bad person, I'm going to tell the world. I don't have to pretend to be so professional. And hold on, let's dive deeper into this whole feeling like I need to be professional thing, okay? I keep having to stop and start my recording because I'm still learning my software, and I've had issues where it crashes, and I recorded a 30-minute video and half of it didn't save. So I'm trying to do shorter clips and edit them together. So hopefully I don't lose any of this awesome conversation. But let's talk about, like, for me personally, feeling like I have to be professional because I'm a hairstylist. And so when I first started, it was very much like you have to be so professional, lose everything fun about yourself. Your piercings, your tattoos, your hair. You don't get to show that anymore because you have to be this cookie cutter professional. That's literally not me. I guess, yeah, I am a professional, of course. I handle business, I take care of my clients, I'm educated, I'm cleanly, but I'm still a human. I have baggage, I have a life, I have feelings, I have emotions, and I'm not going to hide those just because I'm a professional. I'm a professional with feelings, okay? And I'm going to show those feelings off. I'm so sick and tired of feeling like I can't talk about my feelings, I can't talk about my life, because the pretty much the entire time that I've been a hairstylist, I've really kind of like watered myself down. And maybe like 5, 6 years ago, I used to be really spicy. I used to say my opinions, and then people would be like, oh my God, Hannah is so confrontational. And because somebody had said that to me, I felt like I wasn't allowed to be confrontational. So I don't know if maybe I have a touch of the tism, but I'm really good at masking. And so when I hear people say that I'm too much or I'm too this, I'm really good at riding the line of being palatable to everybody. I've really figured out how I can be easily consumed by the masses. And I don't want to be easily consumed by the masses. I want to be so polarizing that I find my people. And on the opposite spectrum of that is when you're so polarizing, there is no way you're not going to piss people off because you're going to be so loud and so confident and so proud in your feelings that it's going to trigger the other perspective. And I'm okay with that. I'm kind of welcoming that because that's a part of me that I have really hid because I was so afraid of people calling me too much, too confrontational, blah, 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 blah. I was so afraid of starting drama, but I literally don't care anymore because that's my power that I've been hiding. Being confrontational, starting drama, whatever. These are quotations because that's what people would say. Those are the aspects of me that are truly my power. So when I call people out, when I see bullshit and I call the bullshit out, that's what makes me so powerful. And that's why people have always loved to watch me, is because I've always been the person that'll be like, that ain't right. And I want to be that person again. I felt so caged. Ugh, like I just couldn't be myself because I really have been hiding the polarizing side of myself because I didn't want drama on the internet. And that came from my nervous system not wanting to be seen. But I'm so okay with being seen now. I'm so okay with being judged, perceived, talked about. I literally don't care. I realize that that is part of the territory, and I'm there. I'm ready for it. I literally could care less. This is my power. I'm stepping into it now. This is my villain era, and we're here for it. And I just cannot wait to see where this journey takes me. How many people I piss off, how many people love me. I can't wait to see where we go from here. And yeah, I'm just really excited. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to be messy. I'm not a messy person. I'm 31 years old. I've healed myself. The messy version of me is long gone. So now I get to be polarizing with style. And that feels so mature and grown. It really comes from a place of being healed because maybe in the past I would pop off from being triggered, unseen, unheard. You know, I just had to state my opinion because I just needed to be heard. I needed to be seen, but I don't feel that way anymore. I'm already seen, I'm already heard. So now when I share my truth, it comes from a place of fulfillment. Like I'm okay with saying the unspoken thing because I'm okay with being talked about. I'm okay with being the person who will say the thing that everybody's thinking but nobody says because they're afraid of what other people are going to say about it. I'm okay with being that person. I think that's my role. That's my role as your sassy mommy, okay? Um, I'm your mother now, okay? I'm teaching you how to be sassy and powerful and healed and grounded because you get to be all of these things together. You get to be a little polarizing. You get to be a little sassy. You get to be a little confrontational. You get to be healed, empowered, happy, feeling better. You get to literally be all of those things. And I'm so excited that I get to embody that for you. This is a journey that I'm on, and I'm so glad I get to take you guys with me. And so, yeah, I think that's all that I have for you guys today. What do you think of my new setup? I'm literally obsessed with it. I feel like that girl. Like I am finally that girl, the girl I've always wanted to be. And how did I get here? Baby, I just told myself I'm already there, and I'm living it. And I want you to see me living it so that way you know that this is possible for you too. You know, I'm just a normal ass girl. I came from poverty. I grew up with roaches, okay? And so if I can make a career for myself and make a name for myself, anybody can. You can, anybody can. And I want to show you that it's so freaking possible for you, bestie. Okay, come back for the next episode.